Hi, my name is Nilan. For the last couple of weeks, I've been working on a 3D raycasting game scripted in Java. I was inspired to do this after seeing an Instructables article on how to write a 3D raycasting game by sheeptheelectric, the link for which will be in the description below. This game has 2 levels of which can be chosen from a menu. The levels are of increasing difficulty. The main class for this program is Menu. It's a small J-frame with 2 buttons in it. It uses an event listener to determine which button is pressed. If statements are used to tell which level the game will load, the J-frame is then set invisible. Closing this J-frame will close the program. Once the level is selected, the game class is called. The game class takes the value of level from the main class. It uses it to load one of two 15 by 15 two-dimensional arrays containing the maze maps. The game itself is a buffered image contained in a J-frame. In the constructor, all the other classes are called: the texture class, the camera class, the timer class, and the screen class. After that, the J-frame is set visible and the start method is called. Closing this window will terminate the program. There are 2 methods in the game class called start and stop. They both start and stop the thread in which the game is run on, and they change the Boolean variable running to be true or false. The render method draws the graphics, text, and timer on the screen. The last method in this class is called run. It refreshes the buffered image at 60 frames per second. It also updates the camera depending on the level chosen. The win condition is set in this method. When it is true, it will stop the game, set the window invisible, and bring the player back to the main menu. The second class in this program is called camera. The camera class is the player. It has 3 methods, 2 of which are key listeners on the WASD keys. The third method is update. This one updates the position and angle of the camera. In this method, I implemented a very basic mouse look camera. The textures in the game are displayed using the texture class. This class uses java.io.file to load images from a location on the computer. They are then called in an array list in the game class. The timer display class uses a timer task to increment 2 values, minutes and seconds. These are then returned to the game class using a toString method. The screen class has a method called update, which makes one half of the screen light gray and the other half of the screen dark gray to do a floor and a ceiling. Values are then taken from the camera class to draw rays to detect walls. The program then checks whether the Y side of a wall or the X side of the wall was hit by a ray. It then calculates the distance away from the wall and draws the height appropriately. The Y side is then darkened to give a basic lighting effect. I learned a lot from this project. It was the first project which I had used timer tasks, key listeners, J-frames, and I/O file reading. In future, I'd like to do something like this again, where I can add pickups and a high scoreboard. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe.